Okay, in this example I'm going to show you how to use the index function. As I say here, the index function produces or returns the value of a specific row and column intersection in a table. You need to supply the table array, the row number, and the column number. That's what this function takes. So for example, if I wanted to know what's in row 3, row 1, column 3, then I could use the index function here. And you can see what I did. I typed index, and then I gave it the table array, which contains just the numbers and not the actual row labels or column labels, and then 1, 3. And you can always remember, in general in computers, whenever you have what's called an array, the rows come first, the columns come second, as in RC Cola or Roman Catholic. Okay, so this would give us index, give it the range, and then give it the row and the column, which would be 1, 3. And if I wanted to go third row, third column, it's just the same formula: index, B4 to D6, 3, 3. And then that will return to you the number 11, because that's in row 3, 1, 2, 3, column 3, 1, 2, 3, 11. Okay? Now, what the match function does is it looks in a column or row of numbers for a match with something you're looking for, and then gives you either the row or the column number. For example, what row is the B scale in the rate lookup array? And this is what I mean by the rate lookup array. If I wanted to know where B is, then what I would do is I would go like this. I would go match, find B, which is the search term right here, and then in this column. And this 0 means there's different options you can have, what type of match you want to have. 0 is an exact match, is what you will be looking for in this example. Okay, so this is saying find B in this column and give me, find B in this column right here and give me as an exact match, which is 0. So when I do that, it gives me B, which would be, it says B is in the second row. There you go. In what column are dollars shown in the left table? Well, if I wanted to know what column that is, what I have to do is I have to tell it what I'm looking for again. Match, and I think I said dollar, I used a reference here, C2, which says dollars. So I said match what is in C2, which is dollars, in this row, giving me an exact match. And then when I enter, I get 3, which tells me the dollars is in the third column. So what I could do is I can then use this index and match functions together in order to find a specific value in a table, looking up in a table the same way you would with your finger or in real life. So I want to learn, here I have a student, I have the country that they're from, I have the program that they're in, and I have the number of credits that they earned. If I wanted to search this, I could search for Smallwood using the index in the match function. And look how I do this. I go index, first of all, B3, E6, which is this whole area right here. That was the first part of my formula. And then I use the match function, and I say find a match with D10, which is Smallwood, in this B3 to B6 range, giving me a 0 match. So what it'll do, and actually it's here, this column, in this column, find Smallwood. Well, that will find it at row 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's as if the number right here, this whole formula, is producing the row number 4, because it found Smallwood and found out that it was in row number 4. Then the next thing I want to do is I want to get the number of credits earned. So now that I know what row, I need to know which one of these values I need. So I'm going to again go into this formula, and I'm going to use the match function again, and I'm going to say find E2, which column E2 is in, which is number of credits earned, in the B2 to E2 range, using an exact match, which is 0. And then make sure you have your double parentheses at the end. that will say that that will give me 4. So really what this formula is saying, go into this array of data and pull off row 4, column 4, which is 72, and that's what it gave. And that's how you use the index and the match function to search a table for row and column values and give you the number in the body of the table.